Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. Are you looking for a fun and easy craft project after the busy Christmas season? Then be sure to keep watching because today I'm going to show you how to make this nostalgic New Year's album. You will definitely be able to relax and have fun with this one. So let's get crafting. Let's take a look at this New Year's album so you have some idea what we're going to be making today. I did make this out of one 12-inch by 12-inch paper. So this will be great because you can have so much fun and only use one sheet of paper. Now on the outside, I did decorating with some vintage ephemera. And it has a nice top pocket. Get it out here. Has a tag that I made. Ring out the old, ring in the new. And then inside, you have a nice pocket here with a journaling card. And then it has a nice page right here. And I didn't do a lot of decorating on here because I thought you could put your New Year's resolutions on here, or you could put a photograph on these pages if you wanted to. And then here, farewell old year, enter in new year, wishing you a prosperous and happy new year. New year, a happy new year to all. And then under here is a surprise. There's a scripture card that says, but seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added to you. Matthew 6:33. I love that. So that's nice. It's like a little surprise under there. And then here just is a happy new year. And then on the back, I just decorated it with some more vintage ephemera. Now, if you don't want to decorate back here, you can just leave it. And then again, maybe put some photographs back there. This is fun. It's easy. You don't have to do a lot of thinking with this one. And that's what I wanted here after the Christmas season. So I can't wait to show you how this is made. Let's get started on this. For step 1, you're going to need to choose one 12-inch by 12-inch paper. And that can be any paper of your choosing. It can be cardstock. That's what I used here. And I just used a plain piece of cardstock out of, let me grab it here, out of a pad like this. Or you can use papers like I have here. These are cardstock papers. And these are just random papers that I have with the theme of New Year's on them. So you can do something like that. Scrapbook paper may work also. Or you could even use single-sided paper. I don't know why single-sided wouldn't work, but I do like the double-sided paper, which let me grab this. This is a prototype that we're going to use today, and it is double-sided. I do like the look of that. So I think we'll choose something out of here for today. I'm not sure which one because they're all pretty. I love them all. Let's see. There's one with stars. And let's see. There's one. This is from Simple Stories. I think I'll choose the stars for today. I think that'll look real pretty. I wanted to mention that on this paper, it does have a strip on it like this. And I had to cut that off before we could proceed any farther. And I just went up to the 12-inch mark and cut this off. And this paper is from, let me grab it here, Photo Play, Ringing in the New Year by Becky Moore. It's called New Beginnings, and I got it from scrapbook.com, and that's the same with this paper. It came from the same place, the Photo Play Ringing in the New Year. And I think these papers are so pretty. I love them. Okay, let's get started with step 2. Let me grab my paper here. We're going to be doing some scoring. And I do have a note to myself that before we score, we need to make sure our patterns are going the right way. Let's take a look at our prototypes. Now this one, it doesn't matter because it's a solid. And on this one, the pattern doesn't matter on this side, and it really doesn't matter on this side either, unless you would rather have this confetti going horizontal rather than vertical. So as we get to scoring, you'll probably see a little more what I mean by the pattern going the right way. So when you score at the 6 inches, that's this middle right here, then it's going to be folding up like this. So when I score here, this is going to be folding up. And see, this side, it won't matter. And even if we decide to fold it up this way, it won't matter. And it doesn't make any difference, I don't think, on the stars which way they're going. So let's just get scoring. So for step 2, we're going to score at 6 inches. So let me find 6 inches, which is right here. So we'll score there. Okay, let me put that back in there. All right, we're all done with step 2. Next, for step 3, we're going to turn our paper and score at 4 inches and 8 inches. So let's go ahead and turn our paper like this. And we're going to score at 4 inches and 8 inches. 4 inches is right there. And 8 inches is right there. That's all the scoring we need to do. We're all done with step 3. For step 4, we're going to fold on all the score lines. So let's see, there's one right here. I'm going to fold on that one. And I'm going to grab my bone folder. Where is it? There it is. And now before you press down on your fold lines, you might want to check your edges and make sure they're even. And don't worry about this right now if there's a little bit sticking over, because we can trim up that later if we need to. So let's just go ahead and press down that fold line. And then we have this one. Press it down with our bone folder. And we have this one. Press those down. So let's take a look. All right, that looks good. Now let's see here. It's going to be folding like this and then like this. So let's do that. Let's fold this over. Go ahead and press this down. And then we're going to fold this back like that. And press this down. Okay, let's take a look. That looks great. We're all done with step 4. Next, for step 5, we're going to cut on the 6-inch score line, which is on the right side. Let me show you what I mean by that. So we're going to open this up like this, and we're just going to fold it out like this, and we're going to be cutting on this 6-inch score line right up to this score line. So let me do that again. We have it folded up like this. We're just going to unfold it, fold this down like this, and we're going to cut right on this line right here. Can you see that? Okay. Maybe you can see it better over here. We're going to cut right on this line right there. Okay, let me grab my scissors. And we're just going to cut on that score line right there, right up to the first fold. So it should look something like this, like that. So that's step 5. For step 6, we're going to measure 2 1/2 inches for the pocket and cut it out. Let me show you what I mean by that. So we have this cut here. Now we're going to be working in this section right in here in the middle at the bottom. And I like to measure the 2 1/2 inches, but if you don't want to and can just kind of guess, go for it. But I think I'm going to measure. Let me get mine. So I'm just going to measure. Let me see if I can keep my head out of the way and make a mark at 2 1/2 inches. Okay. And then over here, going to, let me turn my paper a little bit here. Okay, let me find the fold. And I'm going to measure 2 1/2 inches right there. And then I'm just going to connect those dots that I made. There are those little lines. Let me see here. Sorry, I don't think I could see. Okay, there we go. There it is. Okay, I'm just going to connect those. And then what we're going to do, we're going to cut out this rectangle. We're going to go right up where the fold line is, or the score line. Okay. Going to go over here. And we're just going to cut that out. I need to kind of get it around here where I can grab it. Just follow the line. Okay, we cut that out. Let me show you. Just like that. Now we want to save this piece because we'll be using it later with our decorating. So I'm going to set that aside. So let me just show you how that's going to look. See, that's going to be our pocket. We have step 6 all finished. For step 7, it's time to do the thumb notches and round the corners if desired. Let me show you what I mean by that. Now on our prototype here, let's take a look at it. I put a thumb notch here, which would be right here, and then a thumb notch on our pocket, which would be right here. Now you can do these if you want, or you can just leave them straight across. I like the way it looks with the thumb notches, so I think I'll go ahead and do that. And I'm going to do that with my 2-inch circle punch. And if you don't have a circle punch like this, you can use a roll of tape like this and just put it down, draw around it, and then cut it out with your scissors. And it works just fine doing that too. But I'm going to go ahead and use my circle punch. And so I'm going to do one here. Just line it up like that. And then I need to do one here for my pocket. So let me get it here. Line it up as best you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. That looks pretty good. All right, let's take a look. Okay, that looks good. That's just like our prototype. Now the corners to round, I rounded the corners on this page. And I like the way that looks, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now, if you want, you can round the corners here. That would be okay. And you can round the corners even here and here. But I think I'm just going to do the corners on this page right here. Let me grab my corner rounder. And let's just do that. There. And here. So yes, that looks good. Next, for step 8, it's time to do some gluing. We're going to glue our pockets. But before we do that, I wanted to mention that let's see how it's going to fold. I want to make sure here that there's going to be enough room for this to fold. So I think I'm going to cut this out just a little bit. Let me get it around here where you can see it a little better. I'm going to cut just a little piece out of there just to make sure that it's going to fold over okay. It won't take much. I'm just cutting out that score line actually, just like that. Let me turn it around here. Just a little piece. Now let's see, let's fold it up. Yes, I think that'll be better. For step 8, gluing the pockets, we're going to need to open this up like this, and we're going to be gluing along this fold line right there. We don't want to go all the way up because we want this to be our page, be free. So we're going to glue here. We're going to glue along this edge here. And we're going to glue, let me get it around here. And we're going to glue on this edge here. Okay, so we're going to glue here, here, and here. So let's do that. I think I will use my Barely Art glue because I want a little bit of wiggle room time for the pockets. We're going to glue along this edge right here, just like that. Then we're going to glue here. I'm not going very straight. Oh well, that doesn't matter. Just as long as there's some glue on there. Like that. And then we're going to glue along this edge right here. I've got to turn it though. Now we're going to take it and we're just going to fold it up like this. Just going to press it down lightly just so it grabs. Okay. And we might have to take our bone folder and kind of press it down. Okay, and now we're just going to fold it up and see how it's going to fold. Press it down a little bit with our bone folder. See how that's sticking up? Okay, let's open it up Make sure it hasn't buckled. See how it's buckled here a little bit? What I'm going to do, I'm just going to release that. That's why I like that Barely Art glue. And we're going to press that down. Then we're going to have to press this down right here. Okay. Whoops, I'm sticking to everything. Oh my. All right, let's see how it's going to fold now. And I'm going to see if I can get this down to lay down a little better. Okay. Let's see. Okay, that's better. Just kind of go over your edges. All right. I think that looks good. Since we have the gluing all done, now is the time to go through and look at your edges and see if you need to do any trimming. And I think I'll do a little trimming along that edge. Can you see how that's sticking out a little bit? I think I'll just trim that off. And I don't mind that sticking up there a little bit. I'm okay with that. So I think I might trim along this edge just a little bit. See how that's sticking out there? There. I think the rest looks great. Now we can do some decorating. Our foundation is all done. Now, wasn't that easy? I just love it. I love the way it comes together. It's so pretty too. I love this paper. Now that you have your foundation done, you can decorate it any way you want. It's really up to you, and it doesn't have to be, especially for New Year's. It can be any occasion or holiday, but I did it for Happy New Year because I thought that looked fun, and I love the vintage nostalgic look of it. And what I used for decorating this one, let me grab it here, was a digital from Aunt Dot's Paper Designs, the Happy New Year ephemera on Etsy. And I just love this. It's really got some fun things to use for decorating for New Year's. So I think that's what I'm going to do on this one. Very similar to this. So let me do some cutting out of things on here, and I will be back in a few minutes. I want to show you what I found for decorating. I did it similar to this, but a little different. And I did find all these in the digitals that I showed you, and I just cut them out. So this is what I did on the front. And here I just put that Happy New Year on with some foam tape like that. Okay, then inside, I really liked this card. I just think that is so pretty. So I used that. I just rounded the corners of it. Let me get it back in there. And then I did the very similar to this, same thing. And then over here, I put New Year's resolutions. I thought that would be a good place for that. And then on the back, I left this blank because I thought you could do whatever you want there. Maybe you could put a photograph there. Now I want to show you this, what I did here for this place up here. Remember this little piece that you cut out from here to make your pocket? Well, we're going to use that. We're going to put it right here. And what we're going to do, I think I want this side up. We're going to measure a 1/2 inch. Let me just grab my ruler. And if you want to put it in your scoreboard, you can do that too. I think, let me grab my pencil. I'm just going to measure it. And this will show you also what you can do if you don't have a scoreboard. You can just use your ruler and a pencil in your bone folder. So we're just going to fold that. Let's see, we want it to go, let me grab this here. We want it to go like this, so we're going to fold this in like that. Let me press it down. Okay, and I think I would like to round the corners. Let me grab the prototype here. Let's see, where is it? Okay, I had it backwards. Here we go, like this. I'm going to round the corners. Let me grab my corner rounder. We'll do that. Like that. Get those out of the way. And I'm just going to glue this like this. So I'm going to put glue right here. And then I'm just going to put this on like this, up to where the fold is. Before I press it down, I want to make sure it's going to fold up okay. Yes, it is. So now I'm just going to press it down. Let's see how it looks. Yes, that looks good. Okay, so we've made that little flap like that. Isn't that easy? And I just think it looks so pretty. For under this flap, I put a scripture card like this. And where I got that one was out of here, 100 mini scripture cards. My husband got this for me for Christmas. And I just love these. Wait till you see these. They are so beautiful. Oh, I just love them. So let's pick one out to go in there. Let's see. I love all the verses, so it's hard just to pick one. Okay, nothing can separate us from the love of God. Romans 8:39. The Lord bless you and keep you. Let's see. The Lord is my strength and song, and he has become my salvation. That's from Psalm 118:14. This one is from Numbers 6:24. I think I'll do that one. The Lord bless you and keep you. Number 6:24. Let's do that one. I love that. And see, it's just a surprise when you open it up. Let's glue that in there. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. Now I want to show you how you can do your own tag like this. It's really easy. So what I do, I just take a piece of cardstock. I just use plain white. And then I made a template just of the size and the diagonal that I like for a tag. And what I do, I just put it on here like this, line it up with the edges, and then I just take my pencil and trace around it like that, like this, go around like that, and like that. And then I'll just cut this out. Go ahead and cut this out. Then I take my, let me grab it here, my hole punch, and just line it up like that. And then I'll take these hole reinforcements, and if you don't have these, that's okay. You don't have to use them, but I like them. I think they look nice on there. So let's just put those on there like that. I'll do it on the back also. Like that. And you can leave the corners square like this, or you can round them. I think I'll round them. Let's see here. Like that. And then you can leave it like this. It'll make a good place for journaling. I think I'll go ahead and glue this on there. And then I also have this somewhere over here. When I find it, I'll glue that on the back. You've made your own tag now, and it's so easy to do. It'll go right here in this pocket, like that. Okay. Oh, that looks great. Let me show you the rest of the decorating I did. I did go ahead and put this on here, like our prototype. I really like that, and I love this picture, a Happy New Year, so I went ahead and did that. And then on the back, I did this. Let me turn over our prototype. I did it a little differently so you would have another example of what you could do with it. So this is what I did with the new one, and then this is our prototype. We're all done decorating. Let's just take another look inside. Oh, I love it. I love the way it comes together. It's so easy to do and just so much fun and relaxing. I hope you enjoyed this video and was able to relax and craft along with me. Thanks so much for watching today. I really appreciate you being here. I'll be seeing you very soon with a new video.